Anyway, but I wanted to touch base on the 10 Commandments. I know you like the 10 Commandments.
Absolutely, I like the 10
The
Commandments.
10 Commandments of purchasing real estate. What's number 1?
Thou shalt not change jobs or self-employment.
You would think that this, we wouldn't need to put this in here, but I've had people quit their job the week before escrow closed. And what happens? The lender does the verification of employment right then, and no, he doesn't work here anymore. She, he, she, whoever. That's bad. So, commandment number 1, don't quit your job. Okay? You quit after closing, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
not during the process.
Not during the process.
Honestly, I think number 2 should be number 1 on this, but
this one's big too.
This one's really big. What I find out a lot of times is we get into escrow, and what it says here, it says, thou shalt not buy a car, furniture, any big purchase on a credit card. You may not think that it would matter, but it does, because it'll affect your credit, especially when you're buying a car. You have to put on credit unless you're buying all cash. Then that's a little bit different story.
Even then, don't buy a car with cash because you may have needed that cash for reserves or something. Avoid any kind of car, automobile, truck purchase at all. Okay.
Until we close.
Until we close. If you want a Ferrari, go out and buy a Ferrari after closing. Okay, so I did have a story where on the final walkthrough, my client says, hey, check this out. And we open up the garage door and there's a brand new Tesla in the driveway. Scary moment. It was 2 or 3 days before closing. Scary. And if you're watching this, you know who you are, and you scared the snot out of me. That was, but it worked out. Luckily, it closed, but it was scary.
Absolutely.
Okay, so number 3, don't charge up your credit cards. I mean, almost don't even use your credit cards. Don't change anything with credit at all.
I agree.
Right?
I can't agree and stress that anymore, because I just had a deal that happened that way recently where we're in escrow. Hey, guess what I did? I opened up your credit card so I can buy all the furniture. Oh, that's nice.
Changes your credit.
Changes it. Luckily, it all works out, but
and make your payments, right? Make your minimum, at least your minimum. Okay, number 4.
Thou shalt not spend money you have set aside for closing costs.
Yeah, that's
always a good one.
Why do these seem like no-brainers? Number 5. Don't lie on your application. Don't omit liabilities or accounts that you may have.
And that's what I find out a lot of the times too. During the home buying process, I mean, it's always the best case scenario and best thing to do is just be honest on your application. Eventually, they're going to find it anyways. They're going to find it out. So there's no really reason to lie on the application, go through all the process to find out later on, hey, guess what? I can't verify your job or how much you make, so we can't approve you. So best thing to do, just don't lie.
Don't lie. They're going to find out. Absolutely. You can't hide from stuff. Yeah.
Number 6, it kind of goes back to the number 2 there. It says don't
buy stuff.
Buy furniture.
Don't buy furniture. And by furniture, that could be couches, beds, whatever. Could be appliances. Yeah. We see people, I'm in escrow on a house. I went through Home Depot, and they offered me 10% off if I open up a Home Depot card, and I can get all the fancy new appliances. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Do that after closing.
Absolutely.
After closing. Don't buy furniture. Don't buy appliances. Don't open up a Home Depot card. Or Lowe's.
Lowe's.
Okay.
Or Miners, or any.
Does Miners have a card?
I would imagine so. I would imagine so.
All right, number 7. Don't originate more inquiries on your credit. Right? Don't have everybody and their mothers start to pull credit on you. We find that when you're shopping for a loan, right? If you try to change loans and 3 weeks in, you get a new inquiry, could damage your credit.
Yeah, they look at everything. So number 8, don't make large deposits in your bank account.
Really? You would think making a large deposit into your account would be a good thing. But what happens?
Well, they have to verify that as well.
So where did that where did that come from? Well, I had it in a shoebox under my bed. I've been saving it, so I deposit. No.
No.
All money has to be accounted for. I don't know if this is a terrorist prevention thing, but don't make large deposits, especially ones you can't show where it came from. Okay?
Absolutely.
If you get a loan from your cousin or your parents or your grandma and grandpa, that could mess things up.
And there's other ways around it too if you're trying to make a large deposit. And, it's something we can get into a little bit later.
But discuss that with your lender.
Always discuss it with your lender if you're going to go through that.
Okay, number 9, thou shalt not change bank accounts.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty self-explanatory. If you got a new bank account, the lender's going to want to see where all that's coming from, and it just makes it a hassle. So don't change bank accounts. And number 10, here's a big one.
Number 10. 10's fun. Don't co-sign for anyone.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not co-sign for anyone.
Because what co-signing means is you're taking on that liability and you're responsible for it.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever you're co-signing for doesn't make that payment, now it's your responsibility. They're going to factor that into your home qualification. So those were the 10 commandments.
Yeah, sounds easy.
Believe it or not, people break these all the time and they don't get their house.
Yeah, okay. It happens. And like we said, it sounds easy. But during the moments when you're in escrow, it's exciting. It's an exciting time. Exciting time when you're going to buy.
So I've actually had clients cut this out and put it on their mirror or put it on their fridge.
That's extreme.
It's extreme, and they've also done this page, but
love it.
It's really important. Okay, so